Bartos from the Bartos Group of Premier Plus Realty. And boy, do I have a wonderful crowd of folks here with us. I'm going to mute you. There you go. We have these amazing realtors in South Florida that are my friends and colleagues and referral partners that we want to introduce to you on this session of Realtor Connection. So I'll start at the top right of my screen. Miss Jamie Engel, we'll go with you. Introduce yourself and where you're from.
Hi, Jamie Engel from the fabulous Florida Keys. I cover Key Largo all the way down to Key West. I work with Coldwell Banker Schmidt Real Estate Company and the Florida Keys home team, and we're here to service anyone who'd like to come live in paradise in the Florida Keys.
Well, and that is a beautiful place, Jamie, I will tell you for sure. And next I'm just going to keep going down the screen. Ryan, I'm going to let you introduce yourself and say your last name because I'm going to screw it up.
Thank you very much. So, and I'll probably screw it up as well. I never do a good job. But Ryan, my name is Ryan Skripkowski, and I'm in Sarasota, Florida. So on the Gulf Coast there, just north of Mary.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. And last but not least, Luz, go ahead and tell me where you're from. You're sitting right now because I think you have a crazy spot.
Yes, I am Luz Abreu. I am in Miami, Florida. The market here has been amazing. Last year was our best year ever, so super happy to be able to help so many clients that are coming from all North California, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Boston. So it has been a great year, and I am super happy to be on this show.
And you know what? Luz is sitting in mediation, so if she goes quiet for a hot minute, she's got to bounce to her other screen. So
multitasking.
We're glad to have you here. So, you know, one of the things that we want to talk about on this particular episode is the fact that there are so many people that are moving to Florida right now, and that it's a question of where do I move in Florida? What does that look like? And so I wanted to bring these amazing professionals on to talk about their area, what they're seeing, the pricing that they're seeing, and potentially lack of inventory. So, Ryan, why don't we start with you and start talking about what's happening in Sarasota?
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, and I do appreciate being here as well. Now, I mean, definitely a lack of inventory. I mean, throughout the country, everybody's seeing the same thing. Everybody that we talk to, really, I mean, Florida is no different to anywhere else. I mean, what is different about Florida is I think we're picking up a lot of buyers from elsewhere. I mean, we would usually have a huge international flurry of buyers throughout our winter season. You know, there's usually a lot of Canadians here. You know, a lot of people from Europe choose to be here. And what's interesting is we've got this huge amount of just a very large amount of buyers that are looking for property at the moment. We've got about 30% of the inventory that we would usually have this time of year, which is absolutely insane. And there's a lot of buyers looking for property. There's a lot of properties that are being put under contract. There's definitely more buyers in the market than there are sellers. But what's interesting is it's all national. You know, they're all, you know, a lot of our buyers are coming from out of state. You know, perhaps New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, or the Midwest. But what's interesting is we've got all these buyers, and we still don't have those international buyers that were in the market yet. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as things start to open up, as the as people get vaccinated, as people feel more comfortable about traveling. I'm hoping that we get the chance to catch up on the shortage of inventory before that happens, so that we've actually got properties to show to people.
Yeah, that's well said, Ryan. From that perspective, you know, you may be looking to sell in one of these markets, and I can't imagine a better time to do so with everything that's going on with this mass influx of buyers, as well as that amazing interest rate. Jamie, are you seeing the same thing in your market as well?
We absolutely are at this point in time. Our inventory is down to about 5 months, where this time of the year is what we would call our season, January through about May. We usually would be picking up listings the end of December into the beginning of January, going under contract maybe in February, closing in March, April, May. Right now, we are just so totally lack of inventory. It's incredible. We're scraping, and yet the number of buyers that are looking to purchase in the Keys has just tripled basically in the past year. When we were in quarantine, I tell people, we had the largest gated community, I think, in the entire United States.
Yes, you did.
Put a roadblock up, and I think that has absolutely just driven up demand. We see a lot of people that are coming in from New York, New Jersey, Chicago, Michigan, Wisconsin, California, a lot of those states that have been closed. And so their schools are not open. So we're finding people. In fact, I was just showing a house the other day with a couple, and I said, oh, well, your son can come in to the property if he wants to look. And they said, no, he's in class. So their son was literally in the car on his computer in class in Virginia. But they were here in the Florida Keys looking for a new home. So I think with the fact that people are working from home, they're not going back to their offices, they can basically work from wherever they want to be. Why not work here, here in the Florida Keys or anywhere in Florida, and enjoy themselves? So we are definitely right now going after trying to find new ways of getting some more inventory so that we can satisfy the demand from the buyers that are in town. And because of the lack of inventory, the prices obviously, and I'm sure it's happening in your areas also, the prices are going up. So a piece of property here in the Florida Keys, our average sale price in the Upper Keys, which is like Key Largo and Islamorada, is around $650,000. And then on luxury homes, which are anything over $1 million, those average price points are getting closer to $1.9 million right now. So our price points are definitely going up. And with each sale, the prices continue to go up for the next listing that's coming on the market.
We don't know how long this will last. Let's put it out like that from that perspective. We don't know if this is we know what the analysts are saying, but we don't know what'll happen from that perspective. So that seller that's looking to hold out, to wait, to sell at the top of the top, we don't know if that's going to happen now or stop, right? I mean, Luz, what are you seeing in your market?
Well, last year was, as I was saying at the beginning, it was bananas, as Tom Ferry will say. We were able to, to close so many deals and clients that were moving for other countries and for other states. At the beginning, we were doing, at the first time ever, selling houses through virtual tours. Like that never happened before. I remember when I got my first virtual buyer, I was like, oh my God, this is going to go through at the end. And yeah, we did a video tour, we did a virtual closing. So it has been absolutely a tremendous year. We are very low on inventory right now. Basically, we just have less than 3 months on inventory on single family homes. On condominiums, we are at 13 months of inventory, which has been never been here in Miami. So I'm expecting even more buyers coming from other states. As I said, like a lot of people moving from New York, from New Jersey, Connecticut, Boston, California, due to the tax advantage that we as a Floridian offer. A lot of people from California are moving to Miami as well. Plus, we have the local buyers that now that they used to live in an apartment, now they need more space. So with the interest rate being at the highest low, they are able to afford buying a house for the same amount of money that they will pay for rent. So absolutely, the market is on fire right now. We just need more houses, so we'll be able to take care of all the people that are looking to buy here in Miami.
That's awesome. Luz, like I mentioned, sorry about the noise on Luz's side. She's in a mediation, so you're catching some of that background noise in the room that she's in. So we're so excited she's here, but she's trying to participate and have all that other things. At the end of the day, many folks are trying to figure out where they want to be in Florida, and the lifestyle that we have is very different in each one of these markets. Ryan, talk a little bit about your lifestyle, because yours and mine are probably the closest to each other, but you're more city-like. So go ahead and talk about what that's like in Sarasota area.
interesting. So I'd like to spend more time in your area so I can get a better understanding. But just from talking to customers that go back and forth, they're often Sarasota or Naples are often considerations. Naples is much bigger, and I know that your house prices there generally carry a higher value, and I know that there's there's a lot to be said for that, obviously. But it's what I like about Sarasota is it's a city. It's a beautiful city, but it's relatively small. I mean, it's not uncommon for me to bump into friends at the supermarket. There's a fantastic farmers market where they close down a big chunk of Main Street on a Saturday morning. So a lot of people will kind of ride the beach cruisers down to the farmers market. Have a walk around, get coffee. Just get together with friends. I mean, the boating water here is amazing. So we obviously have we've got the mainland, and then off the coast of Sarasota there's a string of barrier islands. So we've got Longboat Key, we've got Lido Key. Lido Beach is quite famous. That runs into Siesta Key, and then we've got Casey Key below that, and then actually all the way down to Minnesota Key. So but it creates some very nice boating water. So even on a day that the sea's quite rough, the intercoastal water is always great. So if you like fishing, just enjoying your days with the family, even going out for breakfast, lunch, bar hopping, it's all good to enjoy the water and enjoy the beaches.
I love that. And you still get the white sandy beaches. Now, Jamie has both the good and the bad of this, not the good and the bad, but she has, just a skinny little key that gets Atlantic and Gulf Coast. Jamie, talk about that a little bit.
That is so true. We're basically an island that you can drive to. So once you head out of Miami and you come on to the 18-mile stretch, you basically land up in Key Largo, which is part of the Upper Keys area of the Florida Keys. And the Upper Keys basically consists of Key Largo, Tavernier, and Islamorada. And then that's more of I'll say a weekend kind of a feel for a lot of people from Miami, Broward, West Palm, the Naples area actually will come over, have a house here in the Florida Keys, and within 3 hours to Naples. We used to have a house over by Fort Myers. It was 3 hours door to door. So that was really quick, easy, and convenient. So we have a lot of weekenders that do come from Miami to the Upper Keys. As you keep traveling down, because we're 120 miles long, as you keep traveling down, you get into the city of Marathon. And Marathon is more... it's busier. There's more shops. There's just more people in a condensed area down there. Then you go over the 7-mile bridge, and when you hit the south side of the 7-mile bridge, you're in the Lower Keys, and that to me is Old Keys. It's Big Pine Keys, Sugarloaf, Summerlin, Ramrod, Little Torch, and that's just beautiful properties. Much more land down there that's not developed, and then you hit the end of it and the stretch there, Overseas Highway, and you're in Key West. And Key West, as everybody knows, is just party central. It's a lot of fun. So I love living in the Keys because you can go boating on the ocean side, on the bay side, deep sea fishing or backcountry fishing. You can bird watch anywhere up and down the Keys. You can get off of the island if you need to get to an airport. It's real quick to get to Miami, Broward, even over to the Naples area if people do that to catch airplanes. And then you can really relax in the Lower Keys. You can fish. Islamorada is fishing capital of the world, so we love to go do that. There's some beautiful coral reefs and wreck diving and things that you can do, again, anywhere up and down the Keys, but that's more well-known, I think, in Key Largo area. And then Key West is just a great place. We do our staycations down there a lot. We want to go have some fun. In fact, we're going down this weekend. I'm showing property with some customers down in Key West, and so we're going to go down there and have some fun and then come back up. So anywhere in the Keys, it's all about the water. It's all about fishing. It's all about snorkeling, diving, and really just having fun and enjoying the beautiful weather that we have here.
It's definitely flip-flops in paradise, as Jimmy Buffett says. And, here in Southwest Florida, we can take an express, a boat that goes from, Fort Myers or Marco and goes over there. And it's like a 3-hour tour, drops it off so you can stay for the day. It's great. And then my family goes to Islamorada a lot. We love to to fish or hang out. It's a different lifestyle, clearly, wonderful. But Luz, that doesn't give you out because you're different than all the rest of us, baby. You got Miami. It's hot. It's got the city. Go tell us about it, babe.
Miami is such a beautiful city, and I always say, coming from the Dominican Republic, where we are an island, being able to live in this beautiful city is just a blessing. Miami has so much to offer. It's growing like crazy. The town specifically where I live, which is Doral, is the number 2 growing city in the whole United States after Austin, Texas. So it's great to come to Miami for going to restaurants. Like, we have the most beautiful restaurants. I love when my friends call me, and like Ryan was here celebrating his anniversary, and he texted me, hey, where should I take my wife? So I love to do that, to really show the people and the clients that come to visit Miami everything that Miami has to offer. Like, we are not just only beaches, we are like great shoppings, great restaurants, great adventures, like for instance for people that like to go to parks or do kayak, everything. Like, we have everything. And as Jamie was saying, like, we are so close to the Keys. I actually went during the pandemic, during the quarantine. I went to visit her, and her son took me fishing for my first time ever. It was such a beautiful experience. So being able to live in a major city like Miami and have Marco Island, Naples, Sarasota, and the Keys so close by, it's just, I find that Florida is the perfect location for anyone that is looking to really have a beautiful lifestyle where they can do everything they want. Like, the possibilities here in Florida are unlimited. You can do anything you want, and you can really enjoy the life that you deserve without thinking about the snow and all this craziness that those people in the winter have.
I love it. I'm laughing because you're spot on. I'm thinking the first time you went fishing at your age, but hey, love, I love it that that's the case.
And I'm from an island.
But having said that, we love the fact. Now, we did have a question that came up that from one of our watchers here, curious on the average price range in each location. Jamie, you kind of hit yours a little bit, average in the upper Keys versus the lower Keys. Maybe re-mention that again.
I would say in the upper Florida Keys, let's give it a 600,000, between 575, 600,000. And throughout the Florida Keys, it's about 725. Again, depending on the type of home that you're looking for, waterfront, non-waterfront. And then in the luxury area, the average luxury sale price is about $1.7 million right now.
That's awesome. Ryan, what about you? What's your prices range from?
So our average price point is, our average price point for the area is about $450. So Lakewood Ranch is a part of our market. So Lakewood Ranch is very much, large new communities, just community after community, a lot of new construction at Lakewood Ranch, and then you've got the properties out on the water. I mean, to get a property on the water, if you'd like a bay view, and if you'd like your boat on that bay view, you're really starting it at about 2 million. So our property, we have quite a wide range. We sold our most expensive property in the market, 14.5 million, and then it goes right down to you could buy a condo here for probably 70,000. But if you took an average of throughout the whole area, 450 is the number.
That's awesome. How about you, Luz? What do you got in your area?
Well, this is what we have experienced. Last year, the average sales price here in Miami was $350, and ending in December 2020, the average sales price went up to $470, and it keeps going up. So I would say that by the middle of the year, we'll be very close to the 500.
Yeah, That's amazing. Well, here in Southwest Florida, we are from Marco Island, Naples, Fort Myers, Estero, Bonita, and Cape Coral is our neck of the woods here, and it is all over the place. Just like you, Ryan. We've got some beachfront properties in that 20 million ish plus minus kind of thing, and then we've got people that are getting into 50,000, 130,000. So it depends on your proximity to the water, if you're inland, if you're in a condo, all those things that go along in that. From a standpoint of, I think, lifestyle that, like, Ryan has, we have a very beach lifestyle, golf lifestyle, boating lifestyle is what you're going to have in where we are, which is kind of an interesting thing to think about. And then, as Ryan said a little bit, because our markets are on the same coast, and we run from all the way down up to where Ryan is. And the benefit of this group of amazing professionals is whether you're looking as a consumer or you're an agent out there looking for referral partners, we refer to each other. Which is really the critical thing that you need to know, is because you're getting with agents that are high producing, highly successful, highly good full-time agents that have these powerful teams behind them to actually help you through that process, or if you're another agent, to help your client through that process. Now, one of the questions that came up here was, are you guys also seeing multiple offers? I know, Ryan, I want to talk to you first about it, because what you said when we were talking in the beginning, I think is critical, at least also in our market. So go ahead and talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, Mary. So we are definitely seeing multiple offers. I don't think it's as crazy as other places within the United States. We're being a part of this group. We're all a part of a national. It's actually a global group of real estate professionals, and so we get exposed to the ingoings within various marketplaces, and there's various marketplaces throughout the United States where they would list a property, and within a couple of hours there's like 20 offers on the property. We are not experiencing that. I mean, if a property is in the right area, at the right price, in the right condition, with the right floor plan, yes, I mean, we could see multiple offers, and it is happening, and we are seeing buyers who are being let down by not being able to get the properties that they want because they are being snapped up quickly. But it's not this situation where it's not as crazy as it is in some markets. It's we need it's if a property is a little bit overpriced, it's still sitting there. If a property is not in very good condition, it's still if it's older. What's interesting, and we'll probably see the same thing in all of our markets, but we've kind of got these like two eras of real estate, newer real estate, if you like, because we had this gap in construction from 2009 to probably 2015 when it actually got going again. So and the trends changed throughout that period of time. So you've got these pre-recession properties, and then you've got the post-recession properties. And the pre-recession properties, even though they're not tremendously old, that look has become dated, and and sometimes those properties can sit on the market for a little bit longer. And even though they've been built with fantastic materials, they've been built to high standards, it's perhaps the color palette or the finishes that were used in pre-recession are just not what buyers are wanting to buy today. So generally those properties need remodeling, so they can take a little longer to sell. And I actually think they're really good buys if somebody's got a vision for what something could be. In terms of inventory, stay on track here. It's it's definitely low, and you've got to know what you're looking for, and you've got to have your finger on the pulse, and you've got to be working with an agent that's really got your best interest at heart, and somebody who's watching the market diligently. But it's not this situation where we're getting a ridiculous amount of offers the day that something's going on the market.
I love how you said that. I want to take a quick poll with a thumbs up. Jamie, are you looking for off-market properties that you're selling before they hit the market? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. Lose, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah. So from a standpoint of, if you're a seller that's looking to get your home sold, and one of these iBuyers comes in and wants to offer you 15 to 20% less, you've got groups of agents here that will help find that buyer so that you get the highest price that you possibly can because there isn't enough inventory. I would say point one. Jamie, you seen multiple offers in your area as well?
We are, and again, and Ryan and I spoke about this earlier before the call came on. Absolutely, if the property is priced right, in good condition, shows well, in a great location, they're going off the market within a couple of days. If they're priced too high or too aggressively, or they just need some fixing, whatever, they're sitting on the market. Our average days on the market, I was just looking at right now, our average days on the market at the end of December 2020 was 129 days on the market in the Upper Keys. And I know that sounds crazy to a lot of other agents in other areas, like Ryan was saying, who can't keep them on the market a day. So, but we have to remember too, the Florida Keys is more of a second home property. We have been, we were shut down. People couldn't get in to come look at the properties. We did a lot of virtual stuff, but it still extended those days on the market. So right now we're seeing a couple of multiple offers, but nothing like I'm hearing from my friends around the country.
Without a doubt. Maybe Luz. Luz, are you seeing crazy multiple offers in your market?
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Like one of the clients that you guys refer me to, I put the house on the market one day. Next day we have 8 offers. Like we were under contract in 2 days, above asking price, very little contingency. It was amazing. And that same situation happened to me over and over and over again. I was able to get a house sold in 24 hours, like even less, because I listed like maybe 8 a.m. and by 7 p.m. the same day I have 23 offers. So again, the days on market here are super, super low. Agree 100% with Ryan. If the house is priced well and it shows well, it's gonna get under contract very, very fast. But if the house is overpriced, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. So still, I mean, that's not anything different than it should matter. Most people should know if the house is overpriced, if it's worth $1 and you price it at 100 million, you can't sell that. So it still needs to have a professional that's looking at price and knows it. And if it sells quickly, that doesn't mean that it was underpriced. It just means, would you guys agree? Thumbs up on that. If it sells quickly, it just means it was priced right and the market wanted it. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes you can get more for the properties when they sell quickly because it creates that urgency throughout multiple buyers. Sometimes the price can end up even higher than perhaps it would have been if it was sitting for a little while.
Yeah. Without a doubt. I always love talking to you guys and I want to hear more, but I wanted to be respectful of 30 minutes because it's sometimes hard to watch. So put one more plug in for where you are in this. Jamie, we'll start with you.
Come to the fabulous Florida Keys. We're here, we're open, and we're ready for your business.
Awesome. Ryan, you.
Hey guys, so Sarasota, Florida, Ryan Skripkowski, and obviously we've got an amazing group here and we'd all love to help you with any requests and questions about Florida in the future.
Awesome. And Luz?
And I'm Luz Abreu, your real estate broker here in Miami. Super happy and excited to welcome you to my beautiful city.
Which they all three are. But here in Southwest Florida, I'm Mary Bartos with the Bartos Group of Premier Plus Realty. And these amazing professionals can help you find what you're looking for in Florida, along with the other amazing professionals we're connected with that aren't on this call, because you can only fit 4 on and really do a good job. That we'd love to help wind you through that. So if you're looking for yourself as a buyer, if you're looking as an agent to find this amazing network of agents, we can help you. And oh, by the way, if you're a seller and you want to sell, raise your hand if you'll help them list. So until we talk to you next time, ciao.
Bye.